guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be doing a very exciting showcase, and it is going to be main DPS Hyacine. And before we get into today's video, I would love to know which character from 3.3 or 3.4 you are personally the most excited for. And lastly, if you guys enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe to see more content from me, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. So we are going to be showcasing main DPS Hyacine today, and this run is just so exciting to do because it's just so cool to see a sustain character just literally kick this swarm bug's butt. So we're going to start off by using our skill with Remembrance Trailblazer and then skill here with Hyacine, and then we're going to follow up with Tribbie's ultimate so we get the buffs from her zone, and then also follow up here with Hyacine's ultimate. A little tip regarding Hyacine's ultimate is that if you use it while it is her turn, you won't waste a turn of the after rain state. With Hyacine, we are just going to basic attack, so we do have that available skill point to advance her forward with Sunday. Now we are also going to follow up here with Sunday's ultimate to give her the buffs, as well as also give Ika the buffs as well. Now we can just skill, and bam, there we go. And now we can basic attack. Now we're going to follow up here with our ultimate, which will also advance us forward. And boom, there goes Tribbie. And now the knight is going to summon his little guards, but I'm also going to use Hyacine's ultimate here as well, just to deal a bit more damage and also try to ensure that Remembrance Trailblazer will be able to guarantee the action advance with Mem before Sunday comes up here. So we are just going to basic attack. Now we are going to get hit a bit, but this is perfectly fine. Now we can use our skill, and now we're actually going to be able to also advance toward Hyacine. I got a little worried there. I was like, I don't know if this is going to be enough energy. So I did use the ultimate there with Tribbie, which was a little unnecessary, but it's perfectly fine. It allowed us to deal a bit more damage. So now we can basic attack with Hyacine. Here comes Ika. There we go. And now the turbulence is going to come in. Now we are just going to basic attack. We're just going to wither down this enemy. And what I'm going to do this cycle in particular is I'm actually going to use it to my advantage so I can get more energy as well as charge from Mem. So I'm just basic attacking primarily here. We are going to skill with Tribbie just to increase the skill duration. Now with Remembrance Trailblazer, I am just going to basic attack. With Sunday, we're going to advance forward Hyacine. And now we're just going to basic attack, and there we go. Now we're on to the next wave of enemies, and we are going to use Remembrance Trailblazer's ultimate. This is to try to guarantee that we are going to be able to take advantage of Remembrance Trailblazer's action advance before Sunday comes up once again. So boom, we're just going to be able to deal a lot of damage here. I'm also going to use Sunday's ultimate just to give Hyacine even more buffs. Bam. Now with Hyacine, I am just going to skill. We have a bunch of skill points available, so why not? And now we can advance forward Hyacine. Now we can use Tribbie's ultimate. And now with Hyacine, I'm also going to use her skill once again, just to get her more and more energy so that we are able to take advantage of her ultimate frequently. And now we can advance her forward once again with Sunday. Now I'm going to basic attack. Little Ika is going to come in. Bam. Now the bug is going to summon its little bugs. Not to worry though, we are going to handle those bugs very easily with our little Pegasus. I love Ika so much. It's just such a cute memo sprite, and this ultimate is so cool as well. We are going to use the ultimate here just so I am able to deal a lot of damage within this cycle. I want to try to wither down the True Sting's HP as low as possible. So boom, there we go. Now at Tribbie, I'm going to basic attack. Now the horse is going to lock on. With Sunday, I'm going to advance forward Hyacine, same thing as before. We are going to use a skill with Hyacine as well to get more energy. And bam, now comes in Mem. We did get hit there, but what's really nice about this is that actually gave us enough energy so that we could advance forward Hyacine. The bug is going to summon its minions. And now we are going to be able to advance forward Hyacine. And I am also going to be able to take advantage of Tribbie's ultimate, deal a bit more damage. We are also going to use Hyacine's ultimate as well, because I want to guarantee that we can get rid of the swarm bug here, at least to get to the second phase of HP. So boom, 600k right there as well, a lot of damage. And now we can skill, and bam, there we go. Now the swarm bug is on its second HP bar. This is really good because the turbulence, when it comes in, it is going to hit the swarm bug a nice amount. So now we're going to use Sunday's ultimate on Hyacine. Now the swarm bug is going to summon more of its little bugs. but this is perfectly fine. And now the turbulence is going to come in. Now with Remembrance Trailblazer, I am going to skill. Once again, I am going to ultimate. Since we have Sunday on this team, Sunday's going to keep giving us more and more energy with his ultimate. So that's why I'm using Hyacine's ultimate quite a bit here, just so we're able to just ultimate spam a bit, if you will, so that we can take advantage of the attack from Ika there. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to skill, deal a nice amount of damage, well, bam. Now more bugs are going to come in, but this is perfectly fine. We should be able to handle this swarm bug here within this cycle. Mem is going to come in attacking. We are going to skill with the Remembrance Trailblazer. I want to try to get 100% charge from Mem. Now with Hyacine, we're just going to basic attack. Well, bam, I want to get Mem's support first on Hyacine before I use her ultimate once again. So what we're going to do is we are going to use Remembrance Trailblazer's ultimate, which now will give us enough charge to advance forward Hyacine once again before Sunday comes up. And we should be able to handle this. The Storm Bug only has 15% health left. So now we could just throw Ika into the air, become the Pegasus you are, and what, bam, 500k right there. Now the bugs are going to blow up. And there we go. We were able to clear this in only 2 cycles. Pretty exciting, honestly. Main DPS Hyacine is very, very fun to play around with. But now let's check out today's builds. Alrighty, so here we are with the builds for today's video. So here we have Hyacine, and we have a lot of speed, good amount of HP. Oh my gosh, this idol is just so adorable. When it comes to her speed in particular, I would recommend trying to get over 200 speed, due to the fact that when Hyacine's speed exceeds 200, it'll increase her and little Ika's max HP by 20%, and then for every 1 excess speed, it'll also increase their outgoing healing by 1%. That's why we want to get 200 speed or more, which isn't actually too difficult depending on how you build her. So if you have the Giant Tree planar set, and then also Warrior Goddess of Sun and Thunder, this will help out quite a bit, as you will be able to get 6% from the 2-piece here, 6% from the planar set here, and then also in the 4-piece set, when you have Gentle Rain, you will also increase your speed even further by another 6%. So this relic set right here, which is coming in the patch of 3.3 alongside Hyacine, is a really good relic set for her. But of course, since we cannot pre-farm this relic set just yet, if you already have other relics you want to use on her, for example, let's say you want to use Messenger on her, that can work perfectly fine, maybe 2-piece speed, 2-piece speed. Whatever it may be, there are multiple options you can go with. The main goal here is just trying to get a nice amount of speed on her. And also she has a lot of speed substats as well, which will further help out with this, with trying to get more and more speed for her. And we are using her signature light cone for today's video. If you do not intend to get her signature light cone, this option right here is pretty nice as well, which will also increase her speed. This light cone is more of a supportive light cone, as it will also be able to increase the damage dealt by all allies. So this is a very nice option for her as well if you do not plan to pull her signature. And then for her traces, they are maxed out as I showed you guys. And for the relics, here they are. So they are honestly not the greatest relics. They definitely could be better. We have some nice speed here, some crit damage. We have a crit damage body for this particular build. You can still go with outgoing healing body or even considering HP body. For the boots, we have speed boots. And for the orb, we have an HP orb. Lastly, we have an energy regen robe. Hyacine has a very cool trace that will actually increase her and little Ika's crit rate by 100%. So because of this, you can actually just focus on her crit damage stat when it comes to her offensive capabilities, and you don't have to worry about the crit rate at all. Overall, the main priority when you are building Hyacine will be to focus on her HP and also focusing on her speed. Focusing on her crit damage will also be beneficial. Now for her Eidolons, she's completely E0. I've not activated any of these. For Tribbie, here she is, and we can quickly go through her build here. For the light cone, she does have her signature, but you can absolutely use Dance Dance Dance. For the traces, they're maxed out. For the relics, we're using Bone Collection and Poet of Morning Collapse, a pretty standard Tribbie build. And for her Eidolons, she's completely E0. Alrighty, now for Remembrance Trailblazer, here they are. They have a nice amount of crit damage. And if we keep scrolling, here we go. We are using Memory's Curtain Never Falls on them. If you do intend to use that light cone on Hyacine, you can equip Victory in a Blink onto Remembrance Trailblazer instead. And now for the traces, they're maxed out. For the relics, we're using Von Wack and Eagle set, but you can definitely use alternative relic and planar sets as well. For the Eidolons, they are maxed out. And now for Sunday, here he is. We are focusing a nice amount on his speed here, as well as trying to get some crit damage as well. We do have his signature Lycon, but you can consider alternatives as well. If you do consider alternatives though, I would definitely recommend keeping in mind of your skill point usage of the team to ensure that Sunday will be able to use his skill very frequently. For the traces, they are maxed out. For the relics, we are using Broken Keel just to give the team even more crit damage, and then the Ordeal set. And for his Eidolons, he is completely E0, as you all can see. And that is basically it for the main DPS Hyacine Showcase. Who would have guessed this little cutie would be able to do what she did today? She's a very fun character to play around with. I did want to experiment with main DPS just to see how it would go. She's just so freaking cute. And it definitely reminds me of like main DPS Lingsha, which I definitely have a lot of fun playing myself. So I'm very happy that Hyacine can also do something pretty similar when it comes to just having her on the team and hyper buffing her, especially because of that trace that gives her that the 100% crit rate is just so beneficial for being able to now focus on those crit damage stats, giving her characters that can further buff up her damage potential and just having a fun time with it overall. You can also use alternative supports if you would like as well. For example, you can use a character like Ruame. You can also use a character like Pela and so on. There's definitely options you can go with if you want to play main DPS Hyacine. One thing to keep in mind though is because she is HP scaling, I would primarily look at buffers that don't focus heavily on buffing attack. For example, with Tribbie, she's going to be able to give the ult type res pen, which is very beneficial for dealing more damage. Ultimate is very beneficial as well. Sunday is going to be able to give that additional crit damage, as well as also giving a damage boost. And since Hyacine does have a memo sprite, she's going to be able to nicely take advantage of Sunday's kit here. The ultimate is going to be able to also give us that additional bit of energy, which is very beneficial for being able to use Hyacine's ultimate a bit more frequently, which results in a nice amount of damage output overall. Remembrance Trailblazer is nice for the advance forward, especially if you are speed tuning it or trying to time it alongside a character like Sunday, tuning that so that Remembrance Trailblazer can apply that true damage buff onto Hyacine is very nice overall. And if you are using other supports, once again, Ruame is pretty nice. You can use a character like Pela. There are multiple options you can go with. But overall, very, very fun team. I hope you guys did enjoy this fun showcase overall. Very fun to experiment with. If you guys have any showcases you would like to see, comment them down below and I will try my best to get them for you. And lastly, if you did enjoy this video, do make sure to subscribe to see more content from me. Leave a like to support the video and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.